Brett, who is your garbage person of the week?
My garbage people of the week are right-wingers who say that they're trying to save comedy, but are also trying to cancel Bill Burr over a joke he told. I give you Bill Burr's joke, his bit, his story, and then Vinny from Patrick Bet-David's show totally missing the point.
Funny, I made fun of the Twitter guy for sea-kyling not once but twice, and I never look at my emails. I was scrolling through my emails and it said my Twitter account had been flagged for I don't even tweet anymore. It had been flagged for what a baby, just like Hitler, a baby.
Yeah. What happened to Bill Burr? Okay, maybe it's his wife, maybe she's in his ear. He bought Twitter so people like us can actually speak out. Bill, not like the one that had before that was actually treating it like Nazis, kicking people off the platform and censoring people, okay?
Do you think censoring people was the bad stuff that Nazis did? Like,
that's where they capped out on evil.
And like, oh, he bought Twitter for people like us. Yeah, most people on Twitter right now, this is just an eyeball estimate, are Nazis. So people like you, and then also the story he told, you total moron, was about how he was censored on Twitter.
Yes.
By Elon Musk, who flagged his account for talking trash, for telling a joke about Elon Musk. And so he got censored. So you hate censorship. Elon censors Bill Burr, and you somehow hate Bill Burr? And you're blaming his wife. Guess what color her skin is? Vinny, come on now. Come on. This guy's so stupid. I love watching him, but he is so stupid. There's more. Here is what Elon Musk told what Bill Burr, kind of what he's been saying lately came up on Charlamagne. Take a look.
You said you feel like billionaires are like rabid dogs who deserve to be put down.
Wow.
Damn. Why do you feel that way?
It's a podcast. I'm joking. I'm exaggerating.
You can't do that.
You just say anything, Bill? Yes, you can, and I did it, and it's fine.
So that's an example of Charlamagne doing something that kind of pisses me off these days, where people feel like they have to say you can't do it. It was a joke. He's a comedian. People are saying that like Donald Trump is just joking when the truth is he's either like lying or not, but it's definitely not a joke. Like they excuse that, but Bill Burr is a comedian. You don't have to say you can't say that because it was a joke. Anyway, here is the response by Vinny from Patrick Bet-David show.
Let's not forget who Bill Burr is. He was at some sneaker thing, Rob. You can look it up. A millionaire, multi-millionaire that used a capitalist country to become millionaire, talking shit about the system, and then says free Luigi. Okay, free Luigi, a guy that murdered. I don't give a shit how you feel about the guy. Praising a guy that murdered a guy in the middle of the street in cold blood, that's married, has children, just shows exactly what Hollywood does to these liberals like Bill Burr.
It's a joke.
Comedy is illegal, Brett. You're not allowed to joke around like that. It's irresponsible.
They don't want comedy to be legal again. They want to be the new joke police. That's it. In the same screen, he says like, yo, I can't believe that when you asked Bill Burr about this, he says, I'm just a stupid comedian. That's exactly what Joe Rogan says word for word. In the same scenario. And that is the whole model of all of those comedian shows where they have experts on to tell them stuff, but those experts are conspiracy theories. It's more like an infomercial now.
Yeah.
All those things are like, I don't know why broken is the pot. And then some huckster comes in selling them some crap that the host is like, oh, I'm so hapless. I just take this as truth. What a great solution. Everybody buy it.
Yeah.
That's the model of Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn. And he'll have like Haas on and it'll go fine. It'll be the same thing. But oh, cool. And those guys are not influencers. They are indicators. It's a completely new genre that I just made up, but it's exactly what's happening. They're indicators of what arguments various audiences will buy.
Mm-hmm.
You have an example of a moron or a bro moron or a crypto weirdo or a wellness guru or a self-help idiot. Tell me how to be smarter. Well, there's a guy who's making fun of that. Like, you just peed on your leg. Your body doesn't want to. It's going to absorb the nutrient. Like anyways, that's my take on these garbage people.
I don't know that. Anyway, I don't know that guy or his politics because I've never watched that show or whatever. But to the argument that he has said,
Vinny lists himself as a comedian. That's my little bit. Sorry, go ahead.
I get from that. I would not have picked up that he was a comedian, but I can't rule it out that in his other content he is hilarious or whatever. I have no idea. Yeah. So Bill Burr telling a joke is a bad guy. Because how could you glorify a killer or whatever? George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
The mob on January 6th. These are people, like, did anyone tell jokes about how they were awesome? Sure, lots of people just meant it. They just said it. They meant it. They think it's awesome that these people that they only know about because they killed people or whatever, are like that's what's going on. And the idea that like if you made money in a capitalist system, you can't critique it. No, I would say, isn't that a sign of intellectual independence? The easiest thing in the world is to make money in a system and then to just go along with it. There's plenty of rich a-holes that do that. Wouldn't it be great to have someone that can come up? And by the way, it's not like Bill Burr was like building doodads in a factory or whatever. He's an entertainer. Like, again, it's such a weird critique, but the fact that he can criticize it despite the fact that he's rich, that maybe advocating for like higher taxes would result in him being taxed, that does not make him, I think, worthy of more criticism. It should be worthy of praise. But again, all this is lost on so many people.
But there's a distinction to make right there that I want everybody to know. People always say like this is, it's just capitalism, when it's not, it's just commerce. Like Bill Burr he's a comedian, he's an entertainer. People who see value in going to his show pay money to go to his show. Capitalism isn't involved in that. There's no co-ownership because you invested money. It's not because of his accruing of capital. And this is in the video. I make a video about all this. You can watch it on Rebel HQ this weekend. It's a much longer thing, but Steve Martin's like, I loved doing live shows because it shows me how much it's valued.
Yeah.
It's different from what Vinny's advocating for. Patrick Bet-David's thing where I had a company, it was a multi-level marketing company and other people did the work, but I owned it. They all made each other bankrupt and some of them rich. And long story short, now I'm worth $100 million. That's different than telling jokes and people saying that's $60 worth of joke.
Yeah, it's a very different system.